What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Road to Glory. Today, we're going to be talking about FUT birthday. It might happen today, the day you're seeing this. It might, actually, you guys see this a bit before Wednesday, so you guys actually might have it today, but I'm not going to know, of course, or you guys aren't going to know that I know until tomorrow. So these investments might be way too late for you, and that's totally fine if they do. It's just my fault. But I still have a couple want to watches. I have like about 30,000 for each one except Delfeo, or except Murata, excuse me. So that's like 30k on 4 players, which of course is 120,000, plus Murata, which is 160,000. So we have about 366,000 in the coin balance right here. We have a inform right here, which we did pack a couple, like a week or two ago, and we still haven't sold. But we are going to get into the investments on my transfer list. So we start off with Michy Batshuayi, who's a very oh, there you go, someone just sold, who is a very cheap guy to invest in, because Lukaku is thought, people think that Lukaku is going to get player of the month. So Batshuayi, who is a Chelsea player, which is an ex-club from Lukaku, and then a Belgian player who is Lukaku's nationality, is going to help out. The only thing that is the problem here is he's only 81 rated, and of course for player of the month Lukaku, you would need a higher rated team. But what I think is someone like Courtois would be a great investment at the time. I don't want to spend that many coins on Courtois, because I already did spend a bunch on the guys on my transfer list. But you guys can go ahead and do that if you do want. These guys, the non-rares, most of them, if you see any non-rares or silvers, it's mostly because I have them already in my club and I can't find any spot for them, so I just put them on my transfer list and I don't want to sell them. We do have Ashley Williams right here, 1100 coins. I did pick him up for 83 rated, which is pretty solid. I don't know if you might be able to pick him up anymore for 1100, but I did pick him up for that because he was very cheap and he is a high rated player. So 1100 coins for Ashley Williams isn't that bad at all. This Najar guy is an Anderlecht player. He has 4-star, 4-star, and he's a left back, 81 rated. Doesn't look like a decent card, but I think his price might have gone up a bit already. Let me check. He's around 16,000 coins already, so he has gone up a bit. That's 5k profit automatically if I want to sell him, maybe 4k with a tax reduction. But we do have Bas Dost as well, 14,250 coins, 85 rated. Inform is the reason I did pick him up, and I think if they do release team of the week guaranteed packs or anything that requires an inform that is high rated, Bas Dost will automatically skyrocket in price. That's a terrible card still, but 85 rated is a great player to invest in because he's almost discard. So I could tell him I could only lose like 3,000 coins on that, so that's not too bad. I could have picked him up for like 10,000, 11,000, but I just wanted to pick him up for 14 because I'd rather not miss out on those investments. We do have Jorgensen, who is another high-rated inform, 84 rated, 12,750 coins I did pick him up for. He's already gone up to like 15,000 coins around there, so I could sell for 30,000 coins profit, and that's not too bad at all. Another high-rated inform investment. We do have Dan Docker, who's 14,500 coins, is a special card from Anderlecht. It's already up to 16,000 coins, 17,000 coins around there for a bin, but he's 84 rated. He's a special card. He's a man of the match. He's Belgian and he's Anderlecht, the club that Lukaku used to play for. Belgium, the nation Lukaku is from. An 84 rated, a high rated special Belgium player. So that will be fantastic for investments. I'm probably gonna end up selling the hype. Does look like a decent card anyway. 6'2", medium high, has some pretty decent stats. Not too bad for an 84 rated card. We do have Manolas as well, who I did pack in a couple of my rewards before as well. He is 2,800 coins, very cheap, but he is first owner, how I said, so I'm just going to keep him in the transfer list until he kind of goes up in price. I think this Bernardo Silva I'm going to send to the club. These two guys are already duplicates. So Baka is another guy I packed a while ago, but I still have here just because I'm waiting. I've been waiting. This guy's been on here for like 4 to 5 weeks now. I'm waiting for some team of the week guaranteed packs or something so I could sell all these when they increase in price, because people are going to want the high rated players. This Malo guy, 10,000 coins, I did pick him up for 12,000 coins. He's still going for, so he still has to go up. But the reason he hasn't gone up is because the European man of the matches, which has Oblak, Schmeichel, Tolisso, all those players that are this color card, are still in packs, meaning that when they go out of packs, he's just gonna go up and up and up and up, which has happened with the left back Escudero from Sevilla, who's 83 rated as well in Spanish in the Liga Santander. So that is a very good investment. I hope he does go up, and yeah, it's basically no risk because I did pick him up for 10,500, can discard him for 10,100. So the worst I could lose on one card is 10,000 or 400 coins. So that's not too bad at all. Leno I did pack, 86 rated. He's pretty decent, high rated card. pretty cheap, so that is a great investment if you guys haven't gone. I think he's still pretty cheap. 6,000 coins for an 86 rated card is fantastic in the Bundesliga as well, where they have a lot of high rated cheap players, so you guys can go pick him up as well. This Dauber guy is just here because he's probably the best left back from the league on, so I just have him there. I don't know why, but he's an upgraded card as well. Jimenez, he's a duplicate. Sommer, I did buy for 1,700 coins a while back. Like, he's already up to 2,500 coins. I could sell him if I do want to, but I'm not going to just yet, even though that is pretty solid profit. It's not quite 1,000 coins profit, so I don't want to just bail when because no matter what, if Team of the Week guaranteed packs come out, he's going to skyrocket in price. So 2,600 coins for Nolito. He's not that expensive, and he's not that cheap either. But yeah, 83 rated, not that bad. Top Rack I did pick up for 1,600 coins. Very cheap guy that I could have picked up way more, and he's up to 2,400 coins, so that is a good investment so far. Quintero, this is the main investment. 14,000 coins I did pick him up for. He hasn't gone up that much. He's around 15,000 still, but if you haven't picked him up for 14,000 or below, I recommend not picking them up anymore because he's just going to go up in price. 13,500 I did pick this one up for. 85 rated, so is the main reason I did pick him up. He's from the Liga de Mayor, which is, I know, not a very popular league, but he's a high rated player with some pretty decent stats. Garay, another 84 rated player. Jorgensen, again, I already did explain him. Patricio and Williams, both guys that are high rated, and Williams, of course, being that Everton player from that I could use for the player of the month, and if he does get hyped up. All these guys, the same guys I picked up a couple of times. Garay as well. I just been picking them up, and I do have a couple Mallows and a couple Den Dockers with a Subasic, 1,600 coins right here in my team, or my transfer list. 2,200 he has gone up to. We're going to go to my club real quick, see what else we do have. We're going to search the club, and we're going to go right here. So, Ben Yedder, the guy that I'm going to make a video around tomorrow most likely, he has 283 games played for me, 147 goals, 96 assists. You might think that's not great because that's like what, that's around 235 goal contributions. I'm not doing the exact math, but somewhere around there, he's around that, which is actually still decent for FUT champs. But the thing is, I've used him as a super sub so many times, and he's not that good as a super sub. I think he's better as like as just a starting 11 player. This Josef Martinez guy from Atlanta is a monster super sub. He's an absolute tank. He's a great super sub. That guy is transferring coins for sure. But yeah, he's a great player. He went up in price to like 26,000 coins at one point. I don't know why, but yeah, he's just a great player. I think I'm gonna sell him sooner or later. I don't know when, but yeah, he's a great player. I'm waiting for him to get out of packs because then his price will go up because he's such a high demand super sub that I think people will want him really bad. So I'm just gonna, like, if that card was in the EPL, he would be easily 50,000 coins. I'm just saying that right now. Check, high rated player. I did pack him. I kind of have used him in this weekend league. How many games do I have played with him? I have 37 games played with him. He's not that bad, but sometimes he makes some stupid mistakes. He's up to 10,000 coins. He was around 8,000 coins, 7,000 coins a couple, like a week or two ago. So basically he has gone up. I'm glad I didn't sell him. This Alexander guy, he has played a bunch of games for me, which is the reason I kept him, and I bought him for 5,200 coins, and he's up to 9,000 coins at this moment in time, 8,000 coins. So I just decided to keep him because if I did sell him, I would, if I wanted him back, I would get him for way more, and I don't want to do that. This Ferrer Carrasco, Yana Carrasco, I kept him for the SBC Suarez, which I will be completing during FUT birthday because prices will be way cheaper then. I do have a couple players here that I could sell. Martial, Vardy for some coinage, Roberto Firmino. I have to sell a Mane that it did pack. I don't know if he's right here. He is indeed right here. Mane, I think he goes for like 7,000, 8,000 coins. I'm going to wait towards the weekend league a bit more because then he will sell for a bit more of an inflated price. He's not that good. He's decent, but he's not that great. I think Sterling, the player of the month one, is way better, and I just enjoy him way more. But yeah, that will be probably, actually no, we're gonna go to the team real quick. I know this is kind of getting a bit long, like a bit long of a video. Like, I haven't done a video this long in a while, but we're gonna go to the team real quick, and we're gonna go and look at it really quick. So this is the team I should be able to afford after or during FUT birthday. Prices will come down. The prices of the players that I have invested in should go up, meaning my coin balance should be able to skyrocket. So this is the team I'm planning to build. Walker, Smalling, Ramos, Alba as the backline. Looks like a bunch of pace in the two center backs, a bunch of pace in the wing backs. Great defending for all of them. Decent height for Ramos. Great height for Smalling, and then Alba and Walker. Walker's a bit taller, but Alba's not that big. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep Alba, but I need a strong against Ramos, and I don't want to use normal Marcelo because of the lack of pace. I do have David De Gea in goal, one of the best keepers, probably the best keeper I have used on this game, and the only reliable keeper I've used on this game because everyone else just sucks for me. He's like under 90,000 coins by now, I think. Yeah, he's under 90,000 coins most likely, so I could get him. He's going to drop in price even more because he's not a commonly packed player, but he will be packed more often during FUT Birthday if packs do come out. Casemiro, Nzonzi, and Gareth Bale do make up that midfield with Griezmann at cam and Benzema at striker. The only thing is, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the 88 Benzema because he's around 200k, and what I would have to do is 200k for Benzema, let's say 230, I think. How much is he going for? So 230 plus 120 for Griezmann, or 100, we'll say 110 for Griezmann. So that's automatically 340. 340? 330. We're going to say 330. And then plus Gareth Bale, who's around 300,000. We're going to say he's going to drop to 270. So that's automatically 400,000 coins. I don't even know. We're just going to say 500,000 coins. With Casemiro and Nzonzi, that's like 600,000 coins. Maybe even probably a bit more. Probably like 620,000. Plus Ramos, that's like another 700,000. Plus Alba, that's another 730,000. Plus David De Gea, it's going to be like around 80k. So that's like another 810,000, which I can't afford now, but if my investments do go well, I should be able to upgrade the team here and there, which will be fantastic. But I don't know where I would improve, because honestly, this is the best team I could probably get. I would probably get Effenberg instead of like Casemiro, but it depends how many coins I make. Casemiro's not that expensive actually. He's like around 80,000 coins, like around there. So he's not that bad of a card. He's a great card, I think, in my opinion. So I love Nzonzi as well. I love Gareth Bale. I love Karim Benzema. I love Griezmann. I haven't tried Sergio Ramos or Jordi Alba in this game. I have tried out Jordi Alba. I didn't like him, but I'm going to give him another shot because I didn't have a solid team. He was the only like high-rated player that I had in that team. Sergio Ramos, I think he's going to be good. I hope he's good, and I hope he's a great defender. And De Gea is a proven keeper in weekend league. So I'm going back to basics. I'm going back to the team with the front three, which got me some of the best placings and got me playing some of the best FIFA I have in a while. So yeah, this will be the end of the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys have any suggestions for my team that I should build, let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic day, and I'm out.